What we got here is a CEC ceiling fan in antique brass. Close mount. The one issue is, don't have the mounting bracket. So, the two options are, number one, see if it's compatible with the downrod coupling, and if it is, I'll add one. Number two, make a mounting bracket out of wood. I'll probably do both, so that I have the option. But, let's get started with the downrod coupling. Alright, here's the coupling, and new idea unlocked. Use a Littleton mounting bracket. And drill some holes in the side of the canopy. So, that's option 3. That's the one I don't want to do, where I have to drill new holes in the fan. I'd like to drill holes in a separate piece and use it on this, but we might not get that. Hopefully we do that. So, first thing I need to do is get a big set of pliers and take that giant bolt off. Currently looking for my giant pliers. There they are. How helpful of them to be sitting in the bottom of a bin covered in oil, so that now I have to dry them off so I don't tarnish the fan. I love tools. Okay. That little sticker on the inside of this thing just says, like, quality approved. By who? For what? I don't know. Pretty easy. It comes right off. Motor is much bigger than this, than the little space there. Alright, here's the coupling. It's not going to be a perfect fit. There's going to be this big ring up here. It might not even be the right size. Okay, that option was a fail. Option 2, the Littleton thing. That might work. Hold on. It sits pretty flush in there. It's bright brass. It's not no antique brass. The outside is antique, but okay, hold on. Look at this. So you got this big thing. That fits pretty nicely in there. If I drill a hole right there, is that one tapped? No, that one's not. So, never mind. That one won't work. Could I also just put like a permanent canopy on here? Like one that doesn't leave the fan? I think I could. Just have to find one I'm willing to donate in the right finish, which is another challenge. I guess I could take the one from this ceiling fan, but I like the close mount capabilities of this one. So, I guess we're building one out of wood. So, we're gonna build one out of wood, so we don't need the motor anymore, or the washer, or the nut, or the Littleton bracket, or the coupling. All that stuff can move, and all we need right now is some wood. Take this piece with us to see what will fit the sizes we need. So back to the wood dungeon. Got all the woods back here. That one will fit. That one's too thick. This one will fit. I don't want to use OSB though. We can use pressure treated. And maybe I put it across there and only have to drill one new hole. I think we're going to do that. Say hello to the new mounting bracket. Okay. We're going to take this back. Is this the nicest piece of wood that I could have grabbed? I don't think so. Let me try to find a nicer one. I don't want one that's warped. I want a nice, good, sturdy piece. Good thing we got the box of wood right here to choose from. This one looks pretty good. A little bit warped. And it fits. I think we'll use this one. I'm gonna need to use longer screws when mounting this now. But that's all good. Alright. This is gonna be a fun little project here. Alright. What I need to do, take this, mark out some areas to cut. Then we need to grab a Sharpie. I don't know where one is though. Still don't know where one is. Found one. So we're gonna use this Sharpie here. Gonna mark out some, or just make some measurements along the wood. Say hello to your new mounting bracket. I could make one of these for the Hugger as well, because the Hugger needs its own bracket. Wood. Let's just check its durability. Seems good to me. This stuff is currently holding a house together right now, so should be fine to hold like a 3 to 10 pound ceiling fan up. Okay, let's get the jigsaw. Alright, the jigsaw is out and working. And I've got my headphones on, listening to Pink Floyd. And we can get started. Yay! Let's go ahead and just clamp this down. Good. I'll move the camera out of my way. Probably gonna make one of these for the Hugger too, so I hope you like this. I'm gonna move the camera to the other side. That was easy. It's like perfect. Let's check its alignment with the canopy. It's like perfect. Yay. Off to a good start. One side successfully cut. Time for the second side. This side's probably going to be a little more difficult just because there's less material to cut off, so there's less stuff for the saw to ride on. It's just a bit too big. Here's this one kind of like slanted section. Hey. And another thing that I did that was on purpose, this piece of wood sticks out a bit from the canopy, which I would like it to. I don't want it to be all the way flush against the ceiling so that there's no vibration. Mounting bracket successfully made. Now I gotta drill one hole in the canopy, which I don't want to do. Maybe 2, or maybe 3. I need to drill 3 more holes. I don't want to do that, but I have to. Sorry, guys. And we also need to drill some holes in that piece of wood so that the screws I'm going to use can go through it. Which is another thing. I need to find screws. Should have a jar back here with nuts and bolts in it. Which is what I'm going to use. Don't see it. It might be in my shop. Don't see them. Might need to buy some. Sorry, my bench is such a mess. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna use for that. Anything useful in here? Do not. Great. Okay, I'm gonna do some searching for screws that I can use, so I'll come back in a second. Found one nut and bolt combo that will probably be thick enough. Let's see. Yeah, that'll make it through. And it does need to recess into the wood a little bit, so perfect. And now I need to find a bolt that fits. Okay, so in a pile of bolts sitting over on my workbench, I just found the perfect one. It doesn't exactly match the... Hold up, there might be a second one. Yep. 2 of the same ones. That's awesome. So, it is now time to do the drilling. So I got all these bits required for the job. And we're going to start off by removing these bent nails from the end of the drill. That was to get tension rods out of a bass drum. But they bent and now they're useless. So I'll put those in the nail box. And then next up, the intermediate size drill bit. Put this in here, drill all the way through the wood, and then that'll be where the screws go through to the fan. Whoops, I accidentally drilled a hole in my table. My bad. It's alright. Let's see if that actually lines up with the hole in the bracket, or the canopy. Gonna have to widen those out too. Great. More stuff to drill. I'm gonna back that in off camera because you don't want to watch that. I got the screw in, so now let's widen this hole out a little bit. That should be good enough. I'm sorry I had to do this to this fan, but I want to use it. No way, it still doesn't fit. It's just barely too small. This is some tough metal, so I'm definitely going to have a fun time doing a brand new hole on the other side. Now it should be good. Still barely too small. Sounded awesome. Why couldn't it just come with the mounting bracket? It's not that hard to... These are big brackets too. This thing was a giant 10-inch circle. The other one was like a 12-inch... I don't know what shape it was. It was big. Before I go any further, I'm going to, Actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. I'm going to finish drilling. Finish drilling the new hole on this side before I do anything else. That better be good enough. It's not even a square. It's not even a circle anymore. Now it's an oval. Well, great. Got that done. It's a bit off-center, but I don't care. It's all good. Hey, that one works. And then we gotta put the nut on there. We gotta make a small indent in the canopy as well, so that the nut can tighten all the way. Ow. That hurt. I hit my wrist. I gotta find something else to do this job better. How about the giant Phillips head screwdriver? If I have one person in the comments tell me how I'm ruining this, I'm gonna crash out. Gotta clamp it down. It's hovering away. New item unlocked. It's leaving us. Wish I had the materials available just to make a mounting bracket out of metal. It's got a pretty big indent there. Hopefully it's enough to actually fasten the bolts. Where are the bolts? There's one. Hey, you can tighten one. It's awesome. Alright, next order of business is to widen out the hole that's in the top here so we get more threads. More threads to come out the other side. So to do that, we gotta switch the drill into beast mode and put the giant, I don't know how big it is, it's like a half inch drill bit in there. Not go a lot, just very slightly in. Just like that, the wood split. That's great. That should be good. Now let's do the other side. at how much thread we got coming out of there now. It's plenty to get that nut on there. Alright, now the other side. Actually, I gotta leave that fastened because we're gonna drill this hole with the help of the mounting bracket. It's got exactly where the other side needs to line up with it. So, unfortunately, I gotta switch the drill back to the other size without dropping it. This pains me to do, but I gotta drill a hole in it. This is also, I don't have to spend a bunch of money on a mounting bracket on eBay. That was much easier than I thought. Alright, now all I need to do is widen that hole out so that the bolt can fit through it easily. Don't work on top of paper towels. Hey, success. Alright. Let's put this bolt through this side. Great. The hole was already widened out enough to where it just went through. I think on the other side I gotta add a little bit more into that deeper hole. You know what? Let's be smart about this. This isn't smart. I'm just gonna take the drill bit and use it with no power so I don't accidentally break something. Hey, it's our new bracket. I think I put it in backwards. It looks alright. I don't hate it. I don't know, I'll leave it hanging up on the rack down here, the fan, and see how well this mounting bracket does. If it does good, I'll approve it. If it doesn't, well, I won't. It should be just fine though. Yeah. It's perfect. It's not too wobbly. Okay, so by my standards, it's good. So now we gotta drill just a couple more holes. Almost done. I'm gonna use a Hunter mounting bracket as reference and drill some holes where I want the where it needs to mount to the ceiling. I'm not gonna bother measuring it, I'm just gonna eye it out. I'm gonna have the slots be the opposite way of the screws just so it's not too much. I'm just gonna need some really long screws for this and then it'll be good. So, now I got those in, we can remove these bolts, which work very nicely. I think there's a better way to do this. I think if we use the jigsaw, it'll be much easier. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's plug in the jigsaw and widen out these holes. Nice. Other side. Whoops. Okay. Looks good. Let me pick up all the junk that just fell off the table. Which is awesome. I love when stuff falls down. Especially old, vintage, valuable stuff like drum parts. Okay. That's how to make a bracket, I guess. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye. Actually, let's do the testing of it in this video too. One slight thing I forgot. Not a slight thing. I need to drill a hole in the center for all the wires to come through. It's going to be useless in this application since it's flat up against a board. I mean, better than nothing. Okay, let's go over to the spot. I just took down the fan that was over here. It's sitting on the couch right now. Don't want to say what it was, but it's spoilers to all the stuff I just bought. It's spoilers to another fan video. I gotta change the bit again. Are we serious? We need to put the drill bit in that can be used. I definitely need to use washers when I put it up with this fan, or with this bracket, because if I didn't, it would just make giant indents in the wood. It has washers in there, not big enough ones. It's got that one Hampton-based system, the quick remove. Something like that, quick connect. Hope these screws are long enough. They should be. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, let me grab some giant washers and throw this thing up there. Yeah, I put some big washers on these. I want the force to be evenly distributed. If you're wondering what that sound was, I stepped on the broken glass on the floor, so now there's more of it. That's plenty sturdy. Time to put the fan back together. Bet y'all forgot about that. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna have to struggle to put the bolts in. It's all part of the game. Okay, fan is back together. And now we got this mess up here to deal with. I just realized it's gonna be a bit difficult to like hang the fan and do all the wiring. I don't have any hooks that I could put on it. I could put up there, but something to think about. The original one probably came with a hook, but like this is nowhere close to the original one. Oh yeah, that's another thing. This board is very slanted, so no matter how crooked the fan looks, I promise you it's not that bad. So this thing's on a giant angle right now. Should not be like that, if you didn't know. It won't be like that on a normal ceiling. I mean, unless I screwed up the bracket that bad, then it will be. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. It still can wobble, which is good. It needs to be able to wobble a little bit. Let's plug in the fan. See how it works. I still need to make another mounting bracket too, not the last one. Listen to those bearings. Alright, I'd say that's pretty good. So that's going to end this one. Thank you guys for watching the making of a ceiling fan mounting bracket. And I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.